Oh, did you?
That's what Stacy said, we needed this last week. Well, Stacy wasn't here when I was talking with Kellen and wrote up the letter that I, of the deputy and pay her at 70% of my, base. And that was Kellen and Stacy wasn't there to tell me that that's not how the process works.
But I mean,
Well,
I guess
that-
that would have to be correct. Because we do make decisions, not Stacy, and I mean, but I just think there's value in continuation of employment, and where she's only done 2 years, and we did base some of the other positions on length of time, you know, and experience and all the other factors. I think, you know, somewhere in the middle there, you know, I thought the $12.06 or whatever, I thought that was a good starting point, and that's quite a jump in her wage. And I don't, you know, we can't go toe to toe with other counties or other states, or, you know, if people can't make a living on what we're willing to pay. If I'd love to pay every employee in this courthouse $12 or $13, but we don't have it. You know, it's not attainable from this county, and or at this point in time, you know. I mean, I realize that money is there in your budget, but I do think that if we work with her a long time, I'd be more than willing in a year's time to come back in and say, you know, give us a progress report, and if we wanna go to 70 or 75. But I just don't think starting out at 70 is a good starting point. That's my thought.
But you
I'll shut
already
it.
did it.
Who already did?
Well, when you did, Joanne.
Yeah, and that was with on the argument that she had a lot of experience in the tax area. You missed out on those arguments.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
I that's
We
what I'm
argued-
going by
Yeah, we
is,
argued
she
back
had,
and forth.
she had worked here 6 months, here, you know, she had tax experience. Shondell's worked here 2.5 years in the treasurer's office doing, you know, so I mean, I guess that's kind of my argument is, you know, you started Joanne at 70% with 6 months experience in Mineral County, doing Mineral County work. That's, you know, where I'm coming from. So I guess we're kind of where Dwayne's on the lower side, I'm on the higher side, Roman's in the middle. So.
Going back to the argument, Mary, of coming back in, you know, for percentage increases, if it was 70, would that be good enough for at least 1 year
Yep.
without anybody coming back in to visit?
Yep, because if not, if you went less, I'd be back real quick. Honestly, I'd continue to fight for that, as long as you listen to me.
Okay.
I don't think it ought to be reviewed more than once a
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. It just,
You're gonna have public commenting on something like that, you start, whenever someone, you know, the perception's gonna be.
Mhm.
I know, but,
But,
but
you know.
somebody's worth that.
Sure,
um,
sure, and I totally agree with
so-
that, Mary. There's way too many jobs in this county that are underpaid, and there ain't no doubt about that.
Yeah, after I go and spend time with other counties, it's, yeah, but that's all right. I'm still thankful for what I have. And, Janice just started retirement with disability today, it's his first day. He's been 21 years up at, Cotton,
Wow.
but he can't with his, rheumatoid arthritis, he can't work anymore, so he's on the process of disability. It's not an easy process, so that hasn't come through, but he's got his full retirement with the state.
Mhm.
Now we're working on the disability. But it's good, it's weird, it's a little scary.
So Mary Shondell knows, I'm not asking for proof, of course, I'll go by your word, but she knows out of all the operations in your office, the school, the taxes, the motor vehicles, how,
She knew the taxes and the motor vehicle, and probably over the last year, Joanne's been teaching her in school, but I don't know, she knew she was leaving. And I've been trying all the way along to, cross-train so that there isn't, probably my job is the one that he's cross-trained right now, but the rest of them, Chandel knew what Joanne was doing. And over since she's actually quit, she's been taking the job over and done it, with Joanne there, so we know what she has just learned along the way, she's actually done the last couple of months, and like I said, and now she's starting to train one gal, and I've got another gal starting next week. And with most of my workload, she's the one that's out and doing that.
So as it is right now, is you and Shondell are the only two experienced people in the office.
And I have one gal that just been there 2 weeks now,
Right.
another one that starts next, without, any of that experience.
did Shondell have background in that when she came on?
No, she done insurance work, insurance and adjuster, some type when she was in Texas. Always office work, so she's always handled customer service. When she moved to, St. Regis, then at the OK Cafe, she worked,
That's work for the bank, Wells Fargo.
in Wells Fargo. But not county, she didn't work for county, type of government work.
I don't know, my feeling is taking on the added responsibility of training two new people too, on top of everything else. You know, there's only two of them in there right now that knows the job, Mary and Shondell.
Is that how we pronounce her name? Shondell?
Chantel?
Shandell.
Shandell,
Mhm.
okay, Shandell.
It's the, and Selma.
And
I
Selma.
really stop and think about that one.
I thought she got
What
married.
nationality is that?
Irish, Italian, Anselmo.
I've never asked her, he doesn't look Italian, her husband, but No, she's, Hendrick, her mom was, not Jeannie. Jeannie Hendrick? Long time resident of St. Regis,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
that's her mom.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
And she came up when mom got ill and took care of her mom, and then since mom's passed, then her husband stayed.
Cool.
So you knew Chandel's mama?
Her sister's, Liz that works at the post office here.
That is
Oh.
not.
Yes, it
Easy.
is.
Yeah, Liz.
You got
Easy.
three girls, none of them look alike,
Mhm.
none of them.
Her sister Rose is down in.
But they all have the same
Texas,
smile.
so looks more like her.
Really?
And then Ruth, and she's still Hendrick. But there's 5 or 6 of them, pretty good sized family.
Well, I'll be darned. I can't believe those two are sisters.
Mhm.
That's like when I found out Roy's wife was sisters with Marie at the bank.
Shirley
Never,
and-
never known it.
Mhm. Well, that's why Dennis always told me, don't be talking about someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
They're probably
probably
related.
related.
When I first moved here, Sean Donovan in my interview told me that. He said, "Don't you go talking."
Sure enough, the more I'm here, the more I learn that how people are intertwined.
Even Ronnie and Roy are related.
How's that?
Some kind of cousin.
Yeah.
Ronnie Phillips and
Kiss.
Roy.
Case.
Kiss him.
Oh, Lorraine
No,
or?
Bob, his dad,
His dad what? Howard?
Bobby K.
Yes.
So I
Roy's
didn't know
dad.
him because she
and-
was married to Kirby. I didn't know him.
Well, and then even Laurel told me that he's related to Kenny Burley.
Who?
Your father
No.
somehow is, it
no.
wasn't
Tell me.
Simpkins.
My husband is related to Kenny Burley.
Oh, okay. That was a long time
You gotta
ago,
get this
Laurel
stuff
told me.
straight.
Yeah, that's the part
Wasn't
that's
him,
hard.
I'm not related to anybody, right, but the Meads.
Yeah, there's a strike.
Oh,
Bye.
strike that from the minute.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do any of my colleagues want to entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion that we start her at 70% of the treasurer's salary, just because of the workload that she's got on her plate, I guess. You know, training 2 new people and that's my,
After much debate, I would second that motion.
Motion is made by Lori, seconded by Dwayne to pay the deputy county treasurer at 7% of the wage of the elected official. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes.
Thank you so much, I really appreciate it.